Have a quick update on the transmission issues that I was having with the Supra. One day just came across, went to drive it and couldn't put it in the gear. Um, had no idea what the problem was, so went on ahead, assumed after bleeding the clutch and everything, went on ahead and tried to pull it out and unbolted the bell housing and could not separate the transmission from the engine. Uh, Tried a couple things, and I finally realized that the issue was probably the disc was stuck or seized onto the input shaft. So after reading online, found out a couple guys put a ratchet strap to the transmission and kind of just pulled it out with the ratchet strap. I did that and it worked. But what I did find out, I have a spec clutch here, which to me is a good clutch. Held the power well. It's rated for about 400. Stage 4, I think, is rated at about 400 horsepower. But if you look here, this clutch is actually for a 4Runner 91 with a 3-liter V6 in it. And if you look here, it has a sticker on it that says flywheel side. So that's how I installed it. This side was against the flywheel, the back side against the pressure plate. Well, when I pulled the transmission out, I realized if you look at this input shaft, it's pretty badly chewed up. And what the issue was, the hub, or at least the input shaft, did not completely seat into the disc. Now, like I said, I had it mounted flywheel side and pressure plate side, but if I had flipped it around, you could see how the hub sticks out further. I would have had 100% engagement if I put it in opposite of what the sticker actually said on flywheel side. It might be something to do with the 4Runners. Maybe they have a longer input shaft. I don't know. Typically with the 1UZ W58 conversion, you use a MR2 clutch disc and pressure plate. But since the flywheel in my conversion was for a 4Runner, I figured, 4Runner would be okay. So I'm not going to blame it on trying to say that the sticker was on the wrong side. Maybe that's how it is for a 4Runner. But pretty much trashed the input shaft on my transmission. Luckily, I have a spare. So actually I have quite a few spares. So I'm just going to more than likely use this as a test, a guinea pig for a rebuild. Might buy a rebuild kit off of eBay. I think I can still get the input shaft for under $100 and just go through the whole transmission and learn how to rebuild them, because pretty sure my truck might need one pretty soon. And got a couple other projects that are going to use a W58. But that'll be the spare, and put my adapter plate. I use the 1UZ automatic bell housing with an excessive manufacturing adapter plate, along with the GM hydraulic throwout bearing with its mounting plate. Everything works well. But if you do decide to use a spec clutch with the 4Runner, designed for the 4Runner, you can put the disc on backwards. Since there's no spring pack, this will fit either way on the flywheel with no problem. Mount it this way on the flywheel with the larger side of the hub pointed toward the transmission, and you shouldn't have a problem. I'm actually ordering just another disc, and when I put my R154 in the Supra, I'm going to use another one of these discs and pressure plate for the R154, because it held up great.